Grand Rising. Today's lesson involves years of wisdom and evidence. This will probably be one of the most important chats, lessons you ever get. And this is not clickbait. And if you're able to focus your attention through what I have to share today, you will be able to pass through this massive shift that we're going through in the world. And I'm going to teach you all why the 144,000 frequency, not a number of people, why the 144,000 frequency that resonates within your DNA and your auric field is the only way to survive this time period. God gives us examples, and God works with compare and contrast. And if you're a person that is paying attention, you better pay it. It's the currency of the universe. If you're paying attention and through the experiences that you might have with your friends, you know, as we move forward, you're going to see that collectively we're learning from each other. And it's not about like the stuff you see on the TV or, you know, people that play pretend on social media. But the information that I'm sharing today, this is everyday life now. You might be getting this message and you could say life is not the same post 2020. The energetic frequency, and these things are documented in the Schumann resonance. I'm going to be sharing this today. When we go through very powerful solar flares, they're connected to our consciousness and our chakra system, and the traumas and densities that we're dropping, and we cannot take it with us. So we are going to have to go through events. A lot of people over the years have asked me, what is the event? All right, so if you're one of those people, you're going to want to really listen to everything I have to share today, because this chat is going to be loaded with real life evidence, years of wisdom, so that you, the person that's getting this message, you will realize that the 144,000 frequency is the only way to survive this. Every person has a free will decision to choose fear or unconditional love, also known as self-love. What will you choose? God is always going to give us a great shaking, and that has happened in this transitional phase that humanity has been in from 2020 to I'm leaving this message. It's going to last the test of time. At the very end of 2025, as we go into 2026, you could hit 1111 because we're entering the 1 year. It's a massive reset and the birth of your new everyday life. So we had to go through many trials and tribulations, and people, and we could see the difference between I've seen men and women rise like never before. You could hit the crowns in the chat. And they're focused on this true ascension. It's true ascension. It's not like talk about it ascension on YouTube. It's actually true ascension. And then there's men and women that are still in the same loop. Did you learn from 2020 and beyond, or are you looping the same thing? So this is a very powerful message today. We are live on the air, and I'm grateful if you could click the like button in the now moment. It allows others to find this and they could participate in the live chat. You could consider clicking subscribe at any time throughout this chat today. You can be part of the live chats as I film live. And you get a daily video 9 a.m. Eastern time to help you become the greatest version of yourself. Jen writes, no more loop-de-loop. And Jen, today's a lesson of people that have, they rose to the occasion, or people that decided through their free will to loop again. You know, in this talk today, I'm going to be talking about 2020, 2023 to 2025, and the physical and energetic events, both physical and energetic. Like some people, they saw things, something physically happen, but then there was also an energetic event that happened in 2023. And just because it wasn't like a physical thing that was all over the news at the time, it doesn't mean it wasn't the most important thing that has happened. Do you get it? And we're going to talk about it's happening in levels and layers, but this whole transitional phase to get us into where we're going to be in 2026, this was known as the bridge of incidents. So you, the person that's getting this message, you might have people in your life, and through free will, we went on a journey and we went through the timelines. We went through a quantum shift. And you might have witnessed people that fell off your timeline. You might have just been, separate for a period of time because you needed to go through a season. It's not, we're never going to be alone, but God is going to make you go through a season where you're going to have to figure out everything yourself, And that's because in this new world, whoever decides to make it through, it's not my problem or choice. It's the individual's problem or choice, right? A problem that we're going to solve, right? And there's people that are still looping. So in this lesson, and this is how I teach, I give it to you straight. So you're going to want to buckle up through this lesson. Some people know me very well, but that's why I'm the best there is at what I do. If you're able to hold on, you're going to shift. We had to come out of our comfort zone. Recently, I just connected with some of my brothers, and God puts us all on a journey. Myself and my brothers, the divine masculine, we all went through trials and tribulations in a post-2020 world. And I could see through my brothers that through their free will, because we make free will decisions that reveal our content of character, my brothers rose to the occasion. And in their own everyday life, through their own experiences, God put them through the tests, the trials and tribulations, just like it did on my journey. These trials and tribulations are the refinement process. And this is why it is a frequency. So some people, they hear about the 144,000. It is a frequency that resonates through the DNA receptors. You are a frequency, your chakras. The sacred heart, this guy right here, this sacred heart is 5,000 times greater than your brain. Let's put 5,000 likes on this video. It'll explode. I appreciate that because people need to hear this. This is how everything comes together. When you have the scientific evidence, if you're connected to God, right? The faith-based reality that people are embracing right now. Or you can embrace the matrix, or you can embrace your ego. Check your ego at the door when you come here. And we all had to pick, we had a free will decision, because if you don't level up, this is the refinement process. This is a portal. Like this happens, but there's a big one that has happened. And a lot of people know this started in 2020. And over this course of time, your life went through all these twists and turns, the bridge of incidents to get us to where we are right now. The main idea was to get us out of our comfort zone. Seeing what I went through and listening to the stories of my brothers, we all had to come out of our comfort zone. It is actually, and it doesn't look like it, it is a blessing from God. If God told me, okay, you're going to have this experience, right? You're going to have to go through a window of time where it looks like you lost everything. You're going to have people within your own community turn on you and stab you in the back. If I had a man pop up on this and tell me I have to go through, I'm going to get triggered too. I'm just giving you everything straight today. Straighten up, kid. God gives us all the tests. We must go through the tests. It's a refinement process because it's a great responsibility. Uncle Ben was right. Remember Spider-Man? With great power comes great responsibility. So each and every one of us, for our ascension, we had to go through a great refinement. And we had to be pushed out of our comfort zone. And I could look at, my brothers, and most of them rose to the occasion. And, I know people that not only have they looped the same thing because they held on to the past, because they're living in fear, they gotten even worse. And if you try to help your brother, and I could speak to my friends, and it's rough to see your brother struggling, but he will look at you and think that you're attacking him because he wants to hold on to a reality that's it's not good. God is going to show you, and if you close your eyes and you ignore it, each and every one of us, we had an opportunity where we were saved or maybe given a reprieve from a worthless relationship, maybe with the Jezebel spirit, or maybe you're the divine feminine. The Jezebel spirit was in a male known as the beta male. Do you know this? How many people had an opportunity to get released from that? A big clearing came in 2023. I call it the Schumann resonance rapture wave in June of 2023. If you look at the data chart in the Schumann resonance, please click subscribe, and you'll see this journey. I give you the evidence of what we're all going through. And each and every one of us had a shakeup in our life. And the men that rose to the occasion, and they said, okay, I'm gonna better my life, they're in a better place right now. The people that went back to the past, they went right back to their ways. They're not doing too hot right now. And that's why, it is hard. It is a refinement process. This is the path that we all had to go through. So this is a frequency. When you hear the phrase, the seal in the forehead, when you hear about the Sacred Heart, this is not a joke. The seal in the forehead, so you could see clearly. You might be getting this message and you have ringing in the ears. Do you hear ringing in the ears? That's your third eye. That's your pineal gland. That's a seal in the forehead. You're online, kid. You're sealed, Ronnie. Absolutely. You're sealed, kid. So any person that's getting this, through the bridge of incidents from 2020 to right now at the end of 2025, this is going to last the test of time, this video, so you could reflect on it. And some people are just, we're at the end right now. Well, why is it important that it has to be done right now? Because this is the 9 year. So this was the finishing touches. So, so some people are going to be a little bit ahead of other people, and that's okay. And some people, you just might have to squeeze the end of it right now, and you could hit 999. It's over, kid. I never stuttered. Even myself, I said, oh, I have to go through more? There are deep things that needed to be purged. A lot of what happens is happening in the solar plexus. I teach about solar plexus health on this channel. It's not just about having abs, bro. Gotta have abs, bro. It's not about that. Your intestinal, your solar plexus health, it needs to be at 100. And the reason for this is you held, listen carefully, you held from generations in the past, your past lives, your family lineage. You felt like you were not worthy. You must clear that in order to receive. That's why we went through a lot of things, events, quantum events. Reflecting on my brothers, everyone's situation is different. You might have been in a parasitical relationship, maybe with the Jezebel spirit. And somehow God saved you from that marriage, bro. And you made it through. And somehow God even replaced it with the divine feminine. And now you have a new relationship. Congratulations. Maybe you had to be refined because you're moving up, and now you have ascended in your position in this world. And now you're the lieutenant. I love you. We rose up. This is how it looks in our everyday lives. I appreciate if you click the like button. I'm teaching you how this looks in your everyday life. So maybe you went through things, but if you turn, we don't understand this in our life, but if we turn back and we look at the past and we say, wow, I had to go through X, Y, or Z to get to where I am right now. And you look back and you see that sick and twisted Jezebel spirit. You could have lost everything, bro, but somehow you got out of that marriage with minimal damage. And now God gave you the beautiful divine feminine. Isn't that great? Your life is enriched now. But you had to go through that chaos to be where you are. You had to be refined, and it forced you to study and work on your craft to serve the community. And now you're the lieutenant. And each and every one of us, when you are doing the work of God, you're gonna come across people that try to pull you down, that disrespect you. On my journey, I was disrespected. A lot of it comes in the form of worthless trolls. And I've shared this before. This is the difference, especially when it comes to weak men. Okay, weak men create tough times. Tough times create strong men, and strong men create great times again. Why don't you click the like button if you resonate with that? Are you ready for this journey? Especially our divine feminine. What's up, DFs? The divine feminine is struggling because the reason is because you had a weak and worthless beta male. Well, what's wrong with society? Well, weak-minded women, how you doing, modern woman? You are influenced by Instagram, OnlyFans, and social media. And now that's become your frequency. So now you're low. Everything is low. Worshiping the stock market? Low. Worshiping OnlyFans? Low. The only frequency is the frequency of the 144,000 frequency. I hope everyone is writing 144,000 frequency in the chat and the comments today, and share this today. It is a frequency. It's not a literal number of people. Nikola Tesla said, if you ever knew the magnificence of 3, 6, and 9, you would hold the keys to the universe. 1 + 4 + 4 is 9. It's within your DNA. And 999, it's over, kid. Do you understand the synchronicities as I speak? Get it, bro? I've seen many men rise with the high commander. And but I can't help them. They won't hear you. It's one of my first videos, the Rapture. They can't hear you anymore. How many people are on this live chat? Maybe you're watching the replay and you say, you know what? I can't help them because no matter what I say, they can't hear me anymore. You might see your brother, struggling with the relationship with the Jezebel spirit, worshiping all these things, falling into addictions. I'm here to tell you that everything is an inside job. So you're going to ascend your frequency to a higher level, the Christ frequency. You're getting closer to the truth. Some people want to live a lie. Do you understand how this works? You're living a lie in that relationship or lack of relationship. This happens mostly with the divine feminine. Maybe you were scared of a real relationship with a real divine masculine and you ran away. It's known as the twin flame runner. You ran away. Everyone has to figure out where they are in their life whether you're divine masculine or feminine. That's why you're taking the journey here, because you have to know everything. You have to understand how the parts fit together. Learn, know thyself. I did a full video. It's the number one thing to do, is to know thyself. The I am presence. It never changes. Ascension is always an inside job. This is always an internal frequency. It's the 144 code, is a frequency. Are you resonating on 432 hertz or 440 hertz? You know, I say things, and again, some people have no clue what I'm talking about, and that's okay. Through your free will, you're going to say, you know what, I'm interested in this. I'm going to click subscribe today. I'm going to wake up today. Or you could get triggered. Or you don't want to hear about it. You don't want to hear, you want to work. Again, is your job, are the things that you're putting even your money into, are you putting it into? Please listen carefully. Whoever's listening. I did a full video. I mean, you could look at wealth, right? Relationships. That's why I teach everything, because everything, it's the core value. It's a frequency. And this is the event. This is the rapture. This is the Hopi prophecy. This is the solar flash. This is the event. It's quantum. And my brothers went through things, but we had to do them all by ourselves. No one came to save me. I had to figure it out. My friends had to go through time periods as well. No one could save them. They had to do it themselves. Do you get it? And you can't save anyone else. It's hard. It's hard to watch your brothers, like, it's because we're here for our life's journey. When I stand out on the beach, I deliver a message. I stand up on the mountain. Did you watch yesterday's video? It's very powerful. If you haven't, it'll pop up at the end of this one. Check it out. It's very deep what I share. Life is a series of choices that we make that reveal our content of character. And unconditional love, it lasts the test of time. You might not see a friend for 3 years, and it's just like riding a bike. Please leave a comment. I know so many people, resonate with that. You have a friend, you might not see them for years. You pick up, and it's just like, it's not a day. Not a day has passed. Not a day has passed. And if it's a romantic relationship, you feel like God has, wasted your years. Well, God replaces your lost years, because if it's a divine counterpart, she's going to rush into you, and it's just going to be like riding a bike. It's no big deal. You're just going, bro. You're just going. Do you get it? And it's always going to be you. It's always going to be you. You have to raise your frequency at this time. It's always going to be you. This is not clickbait today. Please put a like on this. It's such an urgent message. I've seen this. I've seen this through the everyday life people and experiences. It's always the frequency. And you could love people. I hope everyone's hearing this today across the world. There is nothing that you can do. Remember, you can't save anyone. And also, don't fall for the damsel in distress, bro. That might be a parasite Jezebel spirit. Help me. Help me. Do you know how this works? I know people that are on this journey. You know this like the back of your hand. And some people might say, finally, a man is speaking the truth about these things. Do you know about the traps, the pitfalls, the distractions to pull you off your timeline? Do you know this? Paul Schmidt, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm so grateful for the support. Thank you, Paul. I'm very grateful. My honor to be here today. My honor to show up every day for the people. And again, it's just free will. I have a sunny personality, if you're new to me. I left a lot of deep truths in the last month, because the end already happened. It happened energetically. Anyone that's getting triggered when you hear that, there are people that are rejoicing because you are worshiping the loop, not the spiral. If you're new, I understand. You might not understand. You have to understand. You're either looping or spiraling outwards, which means in spirituality, you have expanded your consciousness. Do you get it? You got to expand outward in the spiral. The timeline is not a line, it is a spiral. That's why we go back. That's why the same people that, if they're truthful people, somehow we all had and that was the big, it's the bridge of incidents. But, you know, when people hear about the event, they think it's just like a major event on one day. It was a massive shift. So the collective, the humanity as a whole must go through this. I watched my brothers go through this. And I watched my brothers rise to the occasion. And sadly, some of my brothers have fallen. And some people aren't around anymore. And it's very, you have to this is how intent, like, again, these are not words. This is just the truth. I just give it to you, the truth. It is so important. The only way through this is to go inside. The only way is to hit the 144 frequency. This is not clickbait today. This is the only way. It is you. It is the inner frequency. You will not make it because I watched my brothers fall and I watched my brothers rise. This is the truth today. And people that don't want to hear it, they might complain in the comment section. They might say these things. You are disconnected. It is not head in the clouds. There are real things, especially if you are divine masculine. There are things that you must physically do as a man. Get up, son. Get up. And if you don't want to hear it, if you get triggered, that's you. This guy's tough. But that's why I'm the King of Kings. That's why my fellow kings are kings. I'll get to that in a second. Stefan, I'm so grateful for the super chat. Fist bump to you, brother. Thank you so much. We are coast to coast. I appreciate everyone being here. I appreciate the energy. Appreciate the divine feminine support. The soul sisters of the violet flame. Can you put some violet flame on this today? Because this really is, this is real stuff. And I have to see this when I speak. That's why I don't need a teleprompter. Does anyone know where my teleprompter is? Right? Some people need a teleprompter. Right? You could see me. I don't need no teleprompter, son. I don't need no teleprompter. This is wisdom. This is truth. And it's heartbreaking. It's not like people don't get it. Like, and I've seen memes in the past, like, and this is going on for years. And the meme said, like, there was like, stuff that was on the floor and all these other thingies that maybe people, and they said, oh, you should have told us. And then on the other side of the meme, it said, I did tell you. How many people resonate with this? Please click the like button. Please share this video. Please leave a comment, right? But that, again, that's why I am an empath like all of you. Like, I want to love everyone, right? And again, I understand this now. That's why I just go like this. Because some people will crash and burn terribly. It's you. I've seen, and again, so now I'm standing with my brothers, and I see it. All of the experiences are different according to your life experience. That's why we talk about the 8 dimensions of wellness. Some people struggle with finance. Some people struggle with relationships. Some people struggle with health, wellness. Right? We do it all here, baby. Click subscribe today. You're saying, you know what? I want to live. I want to walk the straight and narrow. I want to improve my life. Today's the day. Click subscribe. Show up for every day for 3 months. People have done it. You can read the comments and see how much your life changes in 3 months. Do not wait for 2026 to officially start. You have already lost if you have that mindset. Because nothing could stop this. Do you get it? Sonia, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm so grateful. I love you, Sonia. Thank you so much. Love you. So, and again, you feel this in your body. Your body knows. Your body knows when you have to go into. I had to go through a lot of things because it's a great honor that God has bestowed on me. It's a great responsibility. I had to spend time alone, right? My frequency is not about alone right now. My frequency is about connecting with true love, right? Maybe a divine counterpart. My frequency is being surrounded by my friends. That also, these are real men, not beta boys in the comment section. These are real men that rose to the occasion, that actually ascended. And we all were tested. If you think the Jezebel spirit is still a joke, I can't help you anymore. If you think the Matrix job is still a joke, I can't help you anymore. You have to feel this. You have to raise your frequency. You have to be sealed in the forehead. This is the only way. This is not clickbait today. This is the only way, because I could sit here, I could see, people that have been part of my everyday life, how they tremendously ascended, and people that they didn't make it. I wrote down a scene from Jaws. Maybe you have you've seen a scene. Remember the movie Jaws? There's a scene in Jaws where it's at the end, and Brody gets the Jaws shark, and he sees his brother Hooper, and they made it through. They made it through the event with Jaws, and Brody just looks at Hooper and he just goes, "Quint." And Hooper looks at him and just goes, "No." Sometimes I speak to my brothers and I said, "What happened to this guy or gal?" And they just go, "No." You think the rapture's a joke? You think the solar flash is a joke? Okay. And I see people I haven't seen in 3 years. I'm so proud of them. I love them. And there's people that aren't alive anymore that were my friends. And there's people that are very in a bad situation that are my brothers, and they can't get out of it because they worship fear, because they worship the Matrix. And that's why I activated the Christ, the sacred secretion. Do you get this stuff? You have to ascend. Achieving this frequency, it's a frequency. The 144 is a frequency. It's not a literal number of people. And if you want to gaslight it or deny it, that's the reason why. You have to do the inner work. You have to realize it's always you. It's always I am. And you put, as I have put my ascension first, my brothers that have put their ascension first, they ascended. They raised their frequency and they moved up in life, whatever they're doing in life. Or their life is in alignment, not out of alignment. Not out of alignment with a matrix shop, not out of alignment with a matrix Jezebel, modern woman spirit. Do you get it? Don't listen to it. And I've seen some powerful divine feminine that have reversed aged, that have the divine masculine that they're in a relationship with now, right? This channel is about everyday life, people. I love you all. And this is the truth today. That's why I'm grateful. The more people that share this, because this is it. I don't have to walk on eggshells. I have wisdom, experience, and real life evidence. You want to rise up? I've saw people, and it's going like this. The big split. And some people don't like it. That's cool. But if you're getting this, you're able to focus your attention, you're not getting triggered, you're on the right path. And I'm here to tell you, there's people that they just won't hear you. That's cool. I know you're an empath. I was like this as well, but then I realized I'm losing. You have to focus on you. This is not a selfish thing. Focus on your ascension, and then you're going to attract your vocation. You're going to attract your divine counterpart. And if you have to leave people in the dust, I'm going to be talking about regret in the solar plexus. Okay? The solar flares will continue until morale improves. It's not a joke. Jill Warsaw, 888. The abundance is here. Thank you so much for the super chat, Jill. A wise man once said, the truth cannot be told. It could only be realized. I love you so much, Jill. Thank you so much for the super chat. 888 abundance is coming in. And again, too, you know, I'm here to tell you, like, earlier on my journey, I didn't want to hear things. I don't want to hear it. Take the easy path. You must come out. You ever hear the phrase, like, don't shoot the messenger? I get it. I get it if you're getting triggered. I get it. You must come. There's no denying this. You must come out of your comfort zone. I take these teachings to the next level. If you want to take it to the next level, you want to send, click subscribe. So, Uncle Mike, you're telling me I have to come out of my comfort zone. Why is that? Oh, because your nervous system must be reset, and it's the only way. It is the only way. So if you're getting this message today, so say, how do I achieve this 144 frequency? Hang on, kid. Money Loomis 874, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm so grateful. We love you and thank you. I love you, Money Loomis, and thank you so much for the super chat. I love you too. I love everyone. And that's where you have to be, right? And again, on my journey, I'm more compassionate because I study these things. You have to be compassionate for your brothers and sisters. Like I know that if one of my brothers, he don't want to listen, in his nervous system, he thinks that I am or one of my other brothers is attacking him because we see he can't see it because he's living in fear. He's in the loop, and that's how they lash out. Doesn't mean that we don't love him. But if you're getting this message today, whether you're divine feminine or masculine, you have to know that this is the path. Your nervous system must be reset. And in order to do this, you're going to have to get out of that comfort zone. And your nervous system, when you go through evolution, this is evolution. Hi. It's evolution, kid. This is evolution. And in order to do this, you must go through the extreme pain. How is this? Okay, so you're saying that, okay, this is going to be ascension, the 144 frequency. So what is a scientific everyday life example? And the answer is the feat of autophagy. I actually do this as a physical thing I do for my health, right? Click subscribe if you want to be healthy. Okay, again, it's not about abs, bro, but I do intermittent fasting, and I go through extreme. I go through extreme heat. You could also do it in the cold, in a fasted state. And what it does, it allows your body to tap into something called autophagy. And you get rid of the old cell parts. Save this video. You get rid of the old cell parts. My brothers that I went on the hike with, they're also intermittent fasting. They did a fast. Sometimes you have to jump start it. If you never saw my video, how to reset your body for optimal health, everyone's running to that video. Okay, millions of people are running to that video. How to reset your body for optimal health, because you must get rid of those dead cells, the old cells, as quick as possible, because they hold old densities, traumas, and cellular memories from the past. You are not your old relationship. On my journey, I share about something called semen retention. Rising the Christ oil. Those videos get a lot of views as well. You have to realize this, bro. You will take on, if you're hanging out with OnlyFans chick and all this other, so that's the one you have a relationship, the one that's on Instagram, all this other stuff, that frequency, that karma, right? You want to stay clean. And the people that you connect with, they have to be on this journey too. It's not a forever thing, but these are all these little things, right? Get it through your skull. Who you married to, bro? Wake up. Divine Feminine, who you married to? What's going on? Click subscribe. I just give the truth here. It's always your frequency. Everything is what it is, okay? It's like food. I talk about fasting to achieve this, but food is healthy for you, right? Everything, there's two versions of everything. Which one are you choosing? Everything is your frequency. It's 144 frequency. And once you do that, the right people come in, the vocation explodes, the divine counterpart, she comes right in. And we can only move forward with that. God has to give you bricks to build the kingdom. And sometimes, I know, and then there's men like me that actually say, you know what, I'm doing too much. I got to chill out. Don't burn yourself out. There are certain things that supply an inexhaustible source of energy, like the sun is an inexhaustible source of energy. The solar flares will continue until morale improves. This was always the process of I am. Ye are gods. Did you realize that you are the creator of your reality? Did you realize this? And the more that you realize, you have to realize that you are the creator. You said, oh, you know what? I created this. Okay? Now there's people that are going this way and that way. So from 2020 to now, to the end, to get it's like squeeze every last drop. I know there's a lot of people. I did a lot of videos this year. Dark night of the soul. You thought you were done. This is the deep cleanse. Deep cleanse. You probably went through a massive solar plexus clearing at some point this year. If you haven't, you're probably going to go through it. It happens in waves. Are you open to receive the energies? And then once you are, you go through massive things, physical things. Remember, as I said earlier, there's physical and energetic events. In 2020, a lot of people know there was a physical event that happened in the world that expanded consciousness for humanity. In 2023, there was an energetic event and was documented in the Schumann resonance, a massive energy blast hit this earth, right? It's still on the channel page. And from that moment, a lot of fake stuff in your timeline fell off. And it's uncomfortable. It's not comfortable. So we had to come out of our comfort zone. And we think at first glance, why are you smashing my life apart, God? And the reason is because you are a child of God. And God resonates within the DNA. And what you're actually going through is God has put you through the bridge of incidents. You wanted to have this. You wanted to have this true divine counterpart relationship, right? I know some of my brothers, they're in alignment with their relationship. Congratulations, right? I know some people that now in their right vocation in life, or they rose up. They rose up the ranks. They rose up the ranks. They're a lieutenant now. And some people are still in their mother's basement. Some people are still running around doing the same loop. Get up. You understand the frequency? It's you. We have to rise up. I'm so proud of my brothers that rose to the occasion. I'm so proud of my divine feminine friends that have rose to the occasion. And now you have the divine masculine in your life. And all you're responsible for is to keep going. It's the number one thing I could share on this channel. Ultimately, in the end, we are who we are. This ain't no joke. You had to embrace your higher self, whoever you are. Sometimes in light, energy hits the subconscious, and then you remember, activates us. It's not just from the sun. The solar flares will continue until morale improves, but sometimes a person will come into your life and you remember them. They're hitting you in the subconscious. I don't understand why I feel this way. Because you remember them. They're hitting you in the energy is hitting you in the subconscious. Do you get it? Click the like. Click the like today. Share this today. This is not clickbait today. This is the truth. You must be a warrior. I watched my men rise, and some people didn't make it. That's why I did this on the journey, because this is the actual rise of the 144,000. The actual rise, the truth. Not just spiritual wackadoo things. That's why we climb to the top of the mountain. That's why we do the tough things. And it's forever. There is no retirement. Doesn't mean you do backbreaking work for the rest of your life. There are people in this world, and this is the difference. This is why you fail, if you think this way. There are people in this world that think that they are going to achieve money so they could just chill out for the rest of their life. I'm sorry to tell you, it never works that way. The successful men in this world are the people that have a vocation, that keep going because they are beyond motivated. They are driven. They're driven to do better. And it becomes the embodiment. It's their lifestyle, and it never ends. The true divine feminine in this world, they connect to their femininity. I said it right? It's a tongue twister. And that's why they connect to their divine masculine. Instead of going a matrix way and keep looping the same thing, and they're destroying their lives and Instagram and OnlyFans and all this other crap. That's why you're a loser. Get up. Get up. If you don't, I don't care. You want to troll me in the comments? I'm sitting here today. Usually I'm standing out here, right? No, I'm sitting here today with real life evidence. This is the answer. You don't like it? It's you. That's why you're not going to make it. Ooh, I don't like that. Tough. You got to climb the mountain to ascend. If you didn't watch yesterday's a deep chat, I'm revealing to the world the truth. With transparency, right? My journey was not, 7 years ago, I started this, okay? I am not the same man I was 7 years ago. I could say it. So I'm here to empower you. I'm here to activate you. He's activating me. Oh, he's activating me. How many people know this already? I'm activating you. And I know this, and I can reflect. I reflect on my life, and I get it. It's because there's free will decisions. The men that have rose, the women that have rose, and the people that are looping the same thing. You worship the Matrix. Morpheus was right, and some of them protect the Matrix. Whatever lens you want to look at this. Give me the end results. A lot of people say, let me treat God like a genie in a bottle. Just give me the end results. There is real inner work. It is always working on yourself, and listen carefully. Once you work on yourself, there is a frequency that you put out, and then you're not looping anymore. And then the right person comes in, or the right job comes in, or the finances explode, because you have to change your frequency. Ye are gods. It's the way. It's knowing that you are worthy. So there's a lot of happenings in the solar plexus. I'm going to be elaborating on this in the upcoming days. This is a massive shift. This is why you must achieve, ready? 144,000 frequency. Doesn't mean only 144,000 people are going to make it. It is a frequency you must hit. You're sealed in the forehead. You see the truth. Just think of the energy themes of what we've been going through. And the people that chose to live the lie, to do the loop, or the people that rose to the occasion. I love my brothers and sisters. I love everyone. The band is back together, baby. I told you. So I'm grateful for the community support. If today's message resonates with you, please put a like on this video. I'm so grateful for that. Please click the subscribe button if you haven't done so. And you'll get a notification daily, 9 a.m. Eastern Time. It also, if it resonates with you, this also creates a positive feedback loop for this channel and community by clicking subscribe. Head over to the channel page. Check out the videos that pop up on the screen and at the pinned comment. When I do the live stream podcast, I connect them to the deep chats that I give out in nature. It's a very powerful community and mission that we have, and it is to improve the everyday life experience for all people. So we're going to go inside, we're going to fix our frequency, we are going to cross the bridge of incidents, or we're going to turn around and loop again. Do you understand now? Or we're going to... And I've seen it. That's why I've lived this life. That's why God gave me these experiences. And you will rise. This was a deep one today. Please share this with a friend that needs to hear it. Digest this. If you came in on the end, on the live, go back, re-listen to this. Check out the videos. More stuff coming. And comment down below. What else do you want me to teach about? And just to we are going to be diving deep into the solar plexus, because it was always about being worthy, and that is the region of the body that a lot of people in this past year, a massive shift and upgrade had to happen. You have to have that frequency for that. The outer world. You say, oh, it's falling apart. That's good. Yeah, it's good. Because you don't want to live a fake world. You don't want to live in a fake world, right? I love you all. I am the defender of our everyday lives. No matter what comes your way, light warriors, just keep going. I love you guys very much. Bye for now.